Hi, this is Lola. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a gift guide favorite from 2020 to give you guys idea if you need some, and it spruces some ideas for me for the holiday season. So I want to show you some options for covers. This is Le Lorite. And this is a Weeks. Actually, it's a Lorite. He has a Lorite on Etsy and a Le on the website. Traveler's Company, that used to be Midori. It's very classic. You can find a gazillion inserts. If you are going to go with that, you can buy those jet pans. Baum-kuchen would be the way to go because they do have a lot of inserts that they make themselves, including one that I wished they had made years ago. When I discovered the Hobonichi Weeks and I didn't have cover, I kept saying I wish they had a Hobonichi Weeks in the narrow size, and Baum-kuchen delivered. Let me go a little bit further if I can. I cannot. Okay. They have tons of inserts. Those are great, like the inserts they have mostly, I think, for doing scrapbooking, but then they have a planner one, they have a bunch, and then they have the typical Traveler's Company inserts, which have a lot. And that's, I think it's a great way to start on leather covers. As far as price goes, you can't go wrong, and you have the narrow size and the passport size, which is, I don't know where my passport, I have one in, I think, brown, and I don't know where it is. It might actually be holding my passports in a drawer. Then Chic Sparrow and Sojourner. I think Chic Sparrow is more rustic. She designs her inserts usually to be a little thicker and to have a lot of different inserts. Sojourner is more sleek and very usually, how do you say it? I would say sports made. Like it's very to the size. Like I'm surprised actually this A6 fits my Hobonichi 5-year, which I absolutely love the Hobonichi 5 years. I'm a 3rd year and it's precious. Now, another option that I do not have here because I keep going to the cart and adding stuff and then not knowing which size is Brie from Documented Journey sells cork covers, and I know everyone's raving about them and I really want to get one, and I keep stopping at what size. So I'm between the pocket and the standard, so I do not have one on hand, but if you're not into leather, she has really good options for cork covers. So I wanted to bring that up, and she has great options for stickers, but that will be at another part of the video. If you are going to give somebody a cover, you can give them an insert to go with it, or you can also just do an insert with like you know, a lustrum like this. You could give this with, for example, a little box of Kaweco, and inside of it you don't have to have the brass. You can actually buy this tin all by itself at Yoseka Stationery, and that looks good, right? So you could get just a box. I think it's about $6, and one of these, which are about in the $30, with you have to buy the clip separately, and put this into that, and you have a two little packages and somebody that can play around with their gift. Because my thing is always like, you want to be able to play with your new stuff on Christmas morning, right? So if you're going to give a notebook, you either give a pen, or you can give some watercolors, or just a regular pen. Like I just got these marble Sarasa clip. I'll show them at a later time, but those are things that you can do. My favorite brands are definitely Leuchtturm, Moleskine, which this one is a watercolor paper, and I did break it, but Moleskine is a classic. There's a reason there's a lot of artists from years ago that used to use that. Leuchtturm is a classic as well. Stillman & Bird is a bit newer to me, but I love this sketchbook. And these are all pocket sized, which I really like because they're small, but they also have A5. So if you want to give something a little bit more substantial, then of course I can't not recommend the Hobonichi. However, if I were to give somebody that I'm not sure is really into planner, I wouldn't give them a regular Hobonichi. I would give them the 5-year. because I think a 5-year Hobonichi is something that can speak to everyone. Midori also has 5-year. I think they have 3-year, 5-year, and 10-year, which you can find at Yuseka Stationery. All the shops will be listed in the link below. I can't really show you. Let me see. Maybe I can show you one page. It's basically, let's see. Okay. It's basically one day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I either write all the way, or if it's a short day like this, there wasn't much, I wrote just on this side, and then eventually sometimes I'll go back and paste stuff or write stuff. And then throughout the years, you know, I did this year, and I'm on my 3rd year. I put the tabs, and so you add stuff, and it's really cool to have something that you've had for so long. And I think that can actually really, everyone could be into this. Now, if you're going to give something that has the Hobonichi label on it, it has Tomoe River on it, you want to make sure that you get pens that are friendly with the Tomoe River. So if you keep looking, everything that I show here is Tomoe River paper friendly, just so you know. But if you know somebody's really into planning and planners and maybe watercolors, this could be a good option. And I would also put like inside maybe some YouTube channels on the post-it so they can see what people do with it, because I use it as an illustrated journal, and that's what brought me in, even though I never drew really before. But some people use it as planners, so I would put a few examples. You want to make like your gift kind of something they can discover and just keep using throughout the years. This is another notebook, a sketchbook that somebody gifted me, and it's a Fabriano. This is like the Rolls-Royce of watercolor paper. I haven't used it in years. Those are really old. I decided to draw all these fruits, like really old. You can tell even by the way I draw, and I mean the tree. Just for reference, this is the tree that I drew the other day in the morning versus the one that's really interesting to see. A tree a little bit different than this tree. You know, practice makes perfect, I guess. So yeah, as another note on the leather covers, always double check, because those are handmade, when you will get them delivered, to make sure you get them delivered on time. This is another notebook that's really good. It's the Cafe Notes. I actually cut it in half, and this is one of my postcards. It's my photography. I do underwater photography. So this is also a good option. And the Stalogy, which they have 365 pages and half year now. I cannot wait to get my hands on a half year. In fact, it's in one of my carts. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about are pouches, and they're like pen pouches, all that kind of stuff. This is easier to gift, in my opinion, because most people like pens. If you know somebody that's into drawing or even has tools, you can go with a pen roll. The one I have here is from Gallon Leather. I've had it for 2 years. I want to say 2 years. I'm sure somebody could be looking in my YouTube and figuring it out. I'm sorry, I think I'm moving. I put my Zebra, my Zig Clean Real Color Brush, which are water-based, basically like watercolor pen. Those work great on the Tomoe River paper. The Faber-Castell, they're like Indian ink, so they're waterproof, but you can't blend them as well as water-based. But I do have a couple, because I usually do eyes and hair. So if I want to put watercolor around the hair, I don't have to worry once I use these. And then the Jelly Roll for white accents, and Pigma Micron to draw. This would be like a super freaking fantastic gift. And the way I would gift that, I would gift the one box with the pen roll, the one box with the Zig Clean Real Color Brush, and maybe a couple of Pigma Micron. So 3 little boxes, and let the person put it together. Another roll that I do not have here, because I'm waiting for mine, I've been waiting for a few months, is a Superior Labor, and that is Luxe, and you know you're getting amazing quality. I don't have it, but I've seen it many times in my visits to baum-kuchen. This is a really cool pouch from Mailu on Etsy. I actually usually use it in my purse. I have like cold medicine, mostly for allergies, if it takes, Dr. Lip, like I have a lot of lip stuff, a scrunchie, and my sunscreen, and a Band-Aid for my kids. always have floss with you, and there's always a sticker stuck somewhere. The inside is really neat. I think you may have different options for that, but I do love this, so I like that I have it in use. These three are from Jetpan. I'm not sure if they're still there. If they are, I will link them and I'll show you. These have watercolor pencils in there, and the cool part about this one is you go like this and it's like a little cup. I think the watercolor pencil are, yeah, Faber-Castell. I didn't quite take on watercolor pencil, but I'm not giving up. But it hasn't been, and it's Neocrits. And I know there's a few examples of pen pouches like this. This one, where is the tag on the other side? This one has now my fountain pens, and it's called Moving Option by Nomad Cynic, something like that. And I have a Schaefer fountain pen and a few Faber-Castell Kaweco and a mini Twisby, which I really like. All of those. And that's literally how it's stored on my desk, because I use that quite a bit. In here I have more brushes, erasers, more Pigma Micron. This one has waterproof ink. It's a Pilot Kukuno, which this I highly recommend. Somebody's not really into fountain pen. Those are like, I think $8 to $10 or $12, really cheap, and they write really well. I really recommend the Pilot Kukuno. That really restarted me on the journey. In here I have scissors. You know, you can do a little kit like this too. You could totally like buy a little pouch and have like a little eraser, a little scissor, maybe some water brushes, a Pigma Micron, a pencil or a mechanical pencil, and there you go. You give them all separately. You put a little watercolor or sketchbook with it. Boom, that's a really cool gift, I think. The moving option, I guess, Nomad is something. And this one, I have my pens, and this will finish this video because otherwise it's going to be way too long. These I literally use every day. This for studying. The midliner, I don't think they're very well kept secret. I only have the gray left. I think I've gifted all of them in my giveaways. In here I have the Zebra Sarasa clip pen. Those I super recommend. Let me show you what I got. I have quite a few now. I just got myself some different colors. So I have all the colors, but in this pouch, because those are the ones that I'm actually using, I have the vintage and I have the gold, and I think, I don't remember what the color is called, but it's fine. And then I just got these, which I will show you because these are uber cool. They're the marble, and I got them from Yoseka. Hold on. So see how there's different colors, and that's exactly how it writes. I'll show you. Those are really fun, even for little girls that like to do, see all the different colors. So I would recommend this. This is a whole pack together, and then the glittery jelly roll. Oh gosh, those are like my favorite. I hope you can see the glitter. It's pretty glittery. So I have all the glittery ones, and I use them every day. I color in my date that I write with the stencil. These are jelly rolls in white, which it came in a pack, but really I use only one that's in my pen pouch with my Zicklin Real Color brush. And then I have some metallic one, and those are ball sign. Very cool. See that? This is not Tomo River paper friendly. I found this is a little bit too much. These Decorese are, and they're very glittery as well. They're very similar. They get a little bit more wet, so they take a little longer to dry. And this came in a box. And then I just got these. I don't even think I've activated this one. I'm going to see the one I activated. These are from Yoseka, and this is the black red, which is this, and it's dual metallic brush. I can't remember. I saw like their Insta story. But so it like draws black, and then when it dries, you can see the redness. Look at how cool these are. These are super, super cool. So these are my recommendation for pens. That's about it. Like, I write with the fountain pens, or I write with I've used the Midori pens, which are really simple. I think I've gifted all of them. But otherwise, it's Zebra Sarasa pen clip for me, or the fountain pen now, the Kawekos, or the Twisby, which I have there. Twisbys and Kawekos are great, especially like this one was, I think, $30. The mini was a little more expensive. And then the Kaweko, if you don't buy the brass one, it doesn't come with this. Again, you would have to buy this separately, but you can for $6. But you know, and it doesn't come with the clip, so you have to buy the clip separately. But those are about like $25 to $30, and it's cool beginner fountain pen. Like, I hadn't written fountain pens in a long time. It used to be like I had to in high school in Paris, but so I don't know if it turned me off of it, but look at this. Wow. It's so cool. So that's the end of this video, because I have a lot of stuff. I will come back with some sticker shops that I really enjoy, some stationery shop that I really enjoy, and even some recommendations for like fun books and cosmetic. I'm very French. I only have a few staples, and so I wanted to share. So hopefully that helps with some ideas. I hope everyone is planning a safe Thanksgiving, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.